Okay, and we're back. So, just to finish up the other topic, I wanted to ask Camino, but just with the interracial thing, for me growing up, I didn't know I was black or my dad was black until I got in 7th grade.
Even though he looked different?
Even though, yeah, and you know what? Back when I was younger, I was really dark skinned, like way darker than you, like dark.
How'd you get...
She's still sick. And Ibuprofen's not even here.
How'd you get light?
I don't know. I was dark, like way darker than our friend True. Way darker. I got pictures. Oh my god, are you guys touching each other? Come in the picture, Camino. So embarrassing. Come in the picture. Why are you running her legs?
Why did she ask? I'm black. I'm just not moving her hand or something. Because it felt nice. I was like, oh. And now I have to put you on breast. It's your hair. I'm like, oh my god. Are you serious? I don't have hair and legs. I don't. Oh.
You feel it?
They're like little fuzzies.
Like little pokey pokies.
They're not like hard and
No.
thick. They're like little fuzzies, and I'm like playing with them and don't even realize that it's her leg. I don't give a fuck. I don't care that it's her leg. I just want to play with it. Give to me. I'm not a molester.
No, she's of age. Way of age.
So it makes it okay for her to molest me?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
It's the pokies.
Well, get to it.
Oh, hers is soft.
No, I have hair. No.
No.
I haven't shaved in months. Come on, guys. Well, you just don't grow a lot of hair.
Yeah. Sorry, we're filling on legs.
But your legs were out.
No, I got hair. Because I'm a man. Listen. So, back to me. Yeah, I didn't know I was black till I was in 7th grade. And it took a boy named Edward Rollins. He's on my Facebook. And he was black. And he called me black.
He was like, you black something?
Yeah.
Something?
And he was like, you black. I'm like, I'm not black. and he laughed at me.
Did you know what black was, though? For you to be saying that you weren't it?
I just know I wasn't black.
But that's what I'm saying. Were you thinking like the color black? You
no,
knew
because
black
in Hawaii,
people.
the only thing that we've learned of the black heritage was Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
So you knew that those were black people.
Correct.
Okay, so when you said I'm not black, you knew that you were saying you're not like them. Okay.
Yeah. And so he laughed at me, and I said, we can take it outside. I know I'm not black. He's like, well, somebody's black in your family. I'm like, ain't nobody black in my family. I'm Hawaiian. He says, no, you're black. I'm like, no, I'm Hawaiian. We got into a fight in 7th grade.
So tell me
then he ends up being my best friend because he was black, and it took him to point out your father is black.
And that's what I was going to ask you. What does your father look like?
Black.
Like the Malcolm X and the Martin Luther King.
He looks like a black, African-American black man.
Who?
But
What color is he?
He's dark.
Like who?
Black.
Tell me somebody that we all know.
Maybe, what's his name? Morris Chestnut Black. Yeah. But see, me growing up, like I said, is very mixed race. So in Hawaii, I never saw my father as being a black man. I just seen him as being my father.
And because y'all was Hawaiian, our family is Hawaiian.
Correct. And you know, I was taught to speak Hawaiian, dance hula, all of that stuff. It was we had a Hawaiian culture until I got to school. Like, I only could speak in Hawaiian when I was younger.
Until what age?
Till I started going to school. They taught you to speak English.
Like kindergarten?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We had a kumu.
So your accent is Hawaiian?
Yeah, whatever that would be.
Yeah.
So, now my question is to Camino. Did you ever have any issues in school in regards to your race or how people seen you? Because I've seen pictures of you when you were maybe like a teenager, And you look Hispanic.
Yeah, I've always looked like this. Nothing has ever changed. My hair was thinner when I was young, so maybe I got to be like in junior high. Like my hair was super thin. It's crazy. But like in the one vlog where I was telling you guys that I was adopted, like my mother and all of her children are dark skinned, like Morris Chestnut or darker. And I always saw myself as being their color, like when I looked in the mirror. So when I would go to school, I was the only black girl, even though I really was like the only black girl. But everybody would think that I was mixed, and I didn't know until like my 6th grade year.
Wow.
They all assumed that I had like that my father had to be like white or Spanish. And I didn't find out till 6th grade when everybody was like, oh my God, like, your dad's black? He was a light-skinned black dude, but they still didn't think that a super dark woman and a light-skinned black dude would make me. So, and then when I found out about my biological parents, it kind of was the same thing in reverse. My mother is light-skinned and my father's super dark like Shaq.
Wow.
And that's why my sister's dark and I'm light. It's like one of each.
Well, that's a good, interesting, interracial, multiracial topic for us. We want to bring that up just because it was something to talk about and something that we wanted to express.
And we talk about that kind of stuff all the time because, like, it doesn't matter to us what either of us are. I personally don't know. Alfred's aware and Marie's aware, and I think it's just interesting to know, like as an adult, things that you didn't know when you were a child, and that you're able to discuss as an adult openly without it being any issues. I'm super interested in what they are because they know.
Right. Okay, so the next topic we want to bring up, we're going to try and make this fun. I want to ask Marie, since she's sitting here quiet like a little girl.
Church mouse.
She's
really a hood rat.
And I've run into difficulties with it, and I'm unhappy right now.
So the question is, why do adults call their significant other or people in romantic relationship pet names like
Booski,
Snookums, Boo,
Sugar Plum, Honey, Baby,
Sunshine,
Sweetie, Pumpkin,
Honeysuckle,
Babesy,
those kind of things.
Why? I think it's cute, and it's like lovey-dovey, and it's just, oh, there goes my baby. Like,
isn't that kind of kiddish?
No, because when you think of a baby, you're like, oh, like your heart jumps. So it's like when you see your boo, when you see your boo, you're like, oh, there goes my babe. Like,
boo. What's a boo?
It's just like my boo. Like, oh, you know who my boo is.
So you're whoever the boo is. What do you call them?
What you mean, quote, quote? I'm the boo.
Exactly.
She's my boo.
Exactly.
But I don't know what a boo is. Like, I know what it means, but I don't know what it is. Like, what's
like
it's just
boo,
a term of endearment.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like a gay ghost. Yes, honey. I'm here to scare you. I don't know. That's my take on it. Like if I'm dating someone and I'm like, babe, I can't.
No. What are you doing?
The detachment.
Alfred, you are such a jerk.
She called it not me.
No, she didn't. She thought you looked at her. I know that's what it was, because she was all in it. She didn't know. Look at him, you guys. He is crying. He is beet red. You probably can't tell, but he is red. Oh my god. He's crying. That's how hard he's laughing. It's like the one when he was finished coming out, and that's you choked. I was like, what happened? He had to, that's what it was. No, it's probably fine. And then he watched it drop and then watched it come back up. Okay, stop. Breathe. God, this is like last night. Oh my god. Usa. Oh my god. Oh. Explain to your audience what is going on.
No.
Alright, so you guys are just gonna leave it like this? No, literally, it's been like minutes of laughter.
It's her.
But it's you too. I can't believe you made him cry. And he's sweating. He did it to me. I know, but it's because of what you did. How could I continue? What was I saying?
I don't know.
Basically, terms of endearment. When you're dating somebody, you call them. It just pretty much means that you just care for that person the way you do. And Camino, what are your thoughts? I'm not too big on pet names. I think they're really corny and gay. I mean, corny. But you say babe.
Oh.
Babe. That's babe. 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 Baby.
Babe.
I never say baby.
Babe. You always say babe.
I always say babe. That's the only word I use. So what's a babe? But I think babe is stupid. Babe is a pig, right?
The movie?
Right. Why am I calling somebody a
That's not the meaning though, right?
You know what I have done since I moved to the South? I call people, well, not y'all, but like, well, yeah, I call you Boo, but not him. I don't have like a name like that. But when I
don't allow
see
it.
people, like I say sweetie and stuff like that. Like if somebody holds the door open for me while I'm at a place, like I'll say thanks, sweetie, because like I say honey a lot now.
I say honey too.
You see somebody at work, you're like, hey, honey, how you doing?
Yeah, no, I don't say that.
I do that since I moved to the South. When I was in California, it would never go down.
Never.
Ever.
I say honey to my boyfriend, and I call my dog Koa honey.
Yeah.
And then when I'm talking to y'all, I'm like, honey, no, like in a sarcastic way.
Yeah, so is what he meant to say. Because I know back in the day, especially like the 80s, 90s, to say honey, like honey child, boo, good. Oh God!
I don't think we should use boo anymore. Y'all use boo with each other.
And
y'all don't scare each other. Like boo, boo, boo.
It depends on how you feel. Like when it's our first time.
Look, dude.
Yo, oh my God, it's not the worst. Anything, we haven't injected anything, drank anything.
It's all inside, all inside.
Oh my God, this is the worst.
Sorry, y'all, we didn't mean to laugh through the whole thing.
It's the worst, because we're out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time, so.
We'll be back composed. We should just, I'm going to put a note at the beginning of this one and be like, do not watch. Don't waste your time.
Laughter throughout the whole thing. Bye, y'all.